Bodybuilding is evolving. You can't just buy a $50 workout PDF and expect to get as big as the guy on steroids you bought it from anymore. The feeling of sadness and pit in your stomach continues to grow the more you lift, because the fact is that you don't know why you're doing it in the first place. You know this, but do you do anything about it? Fuck no. If I've learned anything bodybuilding for the last 3 or so years, it's that the number one problem for guys starting the gym is motivation. So in this video, I'm not only going to give you the 3 big reasons why you aren't motivated to lift, or even wake up in the morning for that matter, but also the exact 10-minute daily routine I've used to stop overthinking everything and stop feeling lonely constantly. The reason why you're never motivated to lift is because you're spending too much time worrying about staying motivated and hating yourself for not working constantly. But the fact is that we see guys like Sam Sulek, David Goggins, Chris Bumstead, and we ask ourselves, well, why can't I be like that? I'm just not that guy, I can't do it. And the fact is that you can't do it, but you're thinking on too large of a scale. Think about Sam Sulek, right? I guarantee he didn't wake up and say, I want to be a world-renowned bodybuilder. No. He woke up, he said, I want to go to the gym, I want to start feeling good about myself, I want to fix my bad mental health. David Goggins, first time he ran a quarter mile. He didn't run crazy 100 mile. He didn't have dreams of running 100, 200 miles, 300 miles in mere days. His goal was to stop being a fat piece of shit. That was his goal, and he accomplished it. Similarly, you have to take the L in your own life. You have to say, okay, where am I now? Write down a list. Okay, this is who I am now. Who do I want to become? Write down who you want to become. What does he do in a day? What does he do for work? How does he lift? Etc. You write down these small goals of who you want to become. Then, all you have to do is break down your goal into smaller steps. Let's say one of your goals, bench 1.5 times my body weight. Okay, that's a difficult goal. Not many people can do that. Only 1% of people can bench their body weight. So how do you do it? It's pretty simple. You say, okay, here's a big goal. Let's break it down into smaller goals. I want to drink a liter of water today. I want to not eat a 10-pack of Oreos today. I want to lift at the gym with this new technique I learned off of YouTube by this guy yapping at me telling me how to lift my life, right? That's all you have to do is break it down into smaller steps, doing small things every single day to become a better version of yourself. I'll put on the screen 100 things you can do. This is what I did. I sat down and I said, okay, what are 100 reasons I'm failing in life? I wrote all them down and I started acting upon them, improving one thing every single day. Second reason is I'm just not that guy. This kind of ties into the first one where you see these people and you say, well, I'm just not him. I just can't do it because I'm not him. He's on steroids. He has better genetics than me. I'm 5'5", he's 6'1", whatever. My point is, you have to surround yourself with the kind of people you want to become, otherwise you will not become like those people and you just won't stand a chance. What you do is you find 5 mentors on YouTube. Here are easy ones. Hamza Ahmed, Jeff Nippard, Signe Alawani, 3 to 4 from Spotify, Huberman Lab, The Joe Rogan Experience, Tim Ferriss Show. Absolutely amazing podcasts. What you can do is if you're on your run, right? I know that when I like to run, I used to listen to music. What I started doing is I'll go on a run, or I'll lift, and I'll listen to a mental health podcast, or I'll listen to some guy in his 30s yap about discipline, whatever. Listen to it as you work and lift, and then when you get home, it'll be fresh into your brain, and you want to brain dump everything you just learned, just like when you were in high school and college. You write down everything you just learned, and then you can create little templates like this. This is mine for productivity. I have an entire framework that I use whenever I want to get into a state of deep work. Similarly, let's say that you're trying to get into the gym and there's small things you need to improve upon, but you don't know how to do it because there's so much you have to do and there's so many small things, but you're just really, really unproductive and you just don't know how to do it. Create a protocol page. Go to this app, Notion.so. Create a protocol page for self-improvement. I use mine for YouTube. Do one self-improvement protocols. All you have to do is create little headings like ideation, scripting, whatever topics you have. And then whenever you do something, let's say whenever I record a video, every single video, whenever I write down a video plan, I voice record over Miro, I put down a little check mark. Then I ask myself, am I doing the right things? Am I recording my voiceover right? Am I doing my thumbnail right? Etc. And I just do a little check every single time I complete something. So you don't actually have to keep all these in the back of your mind. You just need frameworks that you can build. And after you start taking notes to implement, you actually have to implement it. And I don't mean, just write down notes and do it. No, I mean, you read it, and then immediately after you do it. So I'll give you an example. Today I watched a I watched a YouTube video by this guy called Jack Hopkins. Absolutely amazing video. And it taught me about high vibrational frequency states, and it means that when you wake up in the morning, you have to do something like a run, so you get in that high frequency state, so you can perform for a long period of time. And I immediately went for a run after that, because I said, okay, here's something I have to do. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to get after it. And I did it, and I felt great. So the second you write down a note, do it, because then that will cement into your brain that, okay, this is what I have to do to succeed. Finally, everything else just feels better. I get it. We don't want to go to the gym, and the only way to truly escape this pit is to start to hear the music. There's this quote by Oppenheimer. He's talking to a professor or a colleague, and he essentially comes out with saying that he can hear the music. The music in life, it isn't some crazy psychological, spiritual type of thing. And I think a lot of people, when they think about hearing the music, they think about it gets lost in the dust of hocus pocus. But it's about feeling the mind-muscle connection. It's about making lifting part of who you are. The only way to get out of this dark part in your life is to start a mindfulness routine. So you go to this app, Medito. It's on Google Play, it's on the App Store. It will teach you absolutely everything you need to do about mindfulness. It's good ones for sleeping, good for students. Also gratitude. Start writing a gratitude journal. Have an accountability log you can look at every day. Buy a whiteboard so you can write down your goals and dreams. Have a little, get a piece of paper. And suddenly, everything will start clicking into place. It only takes 5 to 10 minutes a day. If you can learn to hear the music, it will transform your life. And I'll give you a good example of being able to hear the music. Let's say that you're in the gym and you're pushing the bar. 99% of gains in the gym are psychological because your body is designed for self-preservation. So, whenever you want to lift something heavier, your body will tell you that you can't do it simply because it's trying to protect itself. So unless you get past those psychological barriers of I can't do it because that's not who I am, or I can't do it because I'm going to hurt myself, or I can't do it because it's just a heavier weight, you are going to fail. Because really think about it. Let's say that you have this heavy-ass weight, right? You're probably lifting 5-10 extra pounds. And when you think about it, you see this heavy weight on the bar and you think, I can't do it. But you really can. You're only lifting something your grandma could lift this. Your grandma could curl this easily. And you can lift it too, but your brain and body won't let you. You have to take down those barriers. You have to start to hear the music. You have to learn to enjoy the little things in life. You have to cut out the noise to hear the music. That's what I'm trying to say. You have to cut out the noise to hear the music, to lock in, to become the best version of yourself.